though, to kind of like just avoid getting into that,
Right.
Because ultimately he wants a relationship, right? So he's like trying to move towards that, I think.
Okay, we're on.
What?
I think we're on. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sweet. Awesome. Let me just see.
Hey, Jakari, we're just getting set up. Bear with us.
It is scary when you do it by yourself. I know what you mean. Not that I've done it by myself, but I can imagine. Like, wow, that would be. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's a good thing doing this. I mean, you do it. Okay, Jakari. Hey, yes, you are on the list. We're doing live tarot.
We're going to do donation of any amount today.
Donation of any amount, tarot. Good morning to you. Should I put up the PayPal?
Yeah. I'm typing it up right now.
Oh, cool. So Becky's typing up our PayPal. We accept a donation of any amount, and we will do a tarot for you. And then we also have Cash App. So yes. So those are our two ways of doing a donation. We have PayPal and we have Cash App. And we will do a basic tarot reading. And the more you give, the more I will try to spend time. Yeah. Like if you give a big donation, I will definitely,
Hey, Ramya.
But it doesn't have to be much. We're just trying to keep subscribers. So like, subscribe, and that will give you access to this channel. And I am here with my friend Becky. Becky and me, Becky's been doing this longer than me. I've been learning. But yeah, if you subscribe, we do it from a few times a week. Been trying to do it a lot recently because a lot of people are probably unemployed, in transition, getting back working, that sort of thing. So we offer a very cheap tarot, and we're basically asking for any donation amount.
Yeah, we're not doing them free today. But basically, a donation of any amount gets you a reading.
Yeah, and the Cash App is a very easy app. I actually just got it this last week. It's just, you just download it like you would any app on Play Store, on your phone, and you could pay us that way, or you can use PayPal. That's a more traditional way. I've had PayPal for years. I don't use it that much, but it's good to have for online purchases. Yeah. And right now we're in the middle time of everyone's hopefully getting their stimulus. I haven't gotten mine, but hopefully people are getting that.
Yeah.
So donate us some.
I don't think I get one because I didn't make enough to file taxes.
Yeah, so I was understanding what you're saying now, because that does make sense. You could still try. They do this rebate thing. I don't know. I was looking at that because I'm might be in that. If I don't get mine, like, because they didn't send me mine yet. If I don't get it, I don't know if I will get it because I'm not making a lot right now. Right? I'm not making it. Yeah. So it's like, I know what you're talking about. I'm now in your boat, Becky, now that I got booted from my job. So there is definitely one person still watching, because this is one watching, right?
It could be either me or you.
Oh, it could be us?
Yeah.
Okay, well then maybe we have a free moment. I like free moments.
Right. We're going to have a lot of...
Like, because we're usually being, like, bombarded on here. So it's like, oh my gosh.
Right. Well, it's going to be really slow doing the paid readings, but you know,
Yes.
whatever.
So you can donate any amount on PayPal or Cash App, and we will do any sort of reading. We're not asking for a specific donation amount. We're trying to be as minimally sustainable as possible. Becky and I love doing tarot readings. And we're really entering a good, hopefully a way out of this pandemic. People getting the, cases have gone down a lot. That's been nice. There was a little bit there I was afraid to go out, like, at all. Kind of like last year. I mean, when the first thing started, I remember we were all hoarding hand sanitizer, hoarding toilet paper.
Yeah, I know. Ugh. All my homework has made me feel so overwhelmed.
Has it?
Yeah.
Well, it's good you took a little break from it yesterday, then you just were, like, sleepy. That's good.
Well, I'm taking a break from it now.
Yeah, the more breaks is helpful. Okay, so basically when I tried to do office stuff, when I did some classes there at community college, like, I tried to do the shortest thing possible because I didn't want to do, like, I don't know, I just get really sick of school.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I feel you.
Well, hopefully I'll start understanding all of this so I can get a good job.
Oh yeah, I get that. We're in tough times. Anyone who wants to donate, we're doing tarot readings today. Being open as possible. We have PayPal, that's your traditional on computer method. And we got Cash App. All you need is a phone. You download the app. And a large donation can get you a large reading. So we're trying to, like, be as open as possible. Just hanging out this morning and seeing if anyone wants any tarot. It's good to catch up after a while. It's like 2 days, but it feels like where was Becky? I went going, yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo.
I had to hide. I was like...
Because it didn't say, I think it's because it didn't say you were offline, so it's like a little bit weird. Because usually it says, like, offline or away or up here 5 hours. I guess maybe after a while it just doesn't say it or something.
Yeah.
Because it didn't say it. I was like, did Becky leave Facebook like me? she's doing me. She's adding and deleting accounts.
That's funny.
I'm not doing it anymore, finally. That was all because of the casino nonsense. All my Facebook drama started.
Facebook drama.
Yeah. So glad I'm out of there. It was a toxic workplace. I see it now with stepping back. It's always life's always easy like that. You look back and you're like, well, why didn't I see that? Why didn't I, it's like, it's not easy when you're in it. People can tell you heal all they want. You're not going to heal instantly.
Yeah.
Like, you process it through your head a couple times. What do you and Edwin talk about, guys?
Guys, like what he's been up to. Stuff like that.
I find with him, like, I don't think you have to be super open to be a friend. Like, I've been friends with some very private people. That being said, like, I like how he's just, I don't know. I feel like you can connect to him in a quick amount of time. Whereas, like, with Cassie, she's very reticent, right? So it's like, sometimes when you're reticent to the point of where I can't even, like, engage in conversation, it's like, it's hard because I want to connect to people, but some people are like that, though, like they don't want to, they've been hurt, and I've had those moments. Like, I've had times where I don't want to talk at all,
right.
for weeks, but you get what I'm saying. But it just feels like she's going through a tough patch the last couple of years. Yeah. She seems a little better recently, but I still message her and she's like, oh, I don't really want to talk. But
Yeah.
okay. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't know what. A lot of times with Cassie, I don't know what, like, I don't know what she's doing, so I don't know what to ask her.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I know she works at Starbucks, so I try to engage on that level. Because I like Starbucks. I mean, like, I like coffee places, going for a coffee. But, I don't know. Beyond that, I can't. I find myself removed from her for, like, so long. So, because even when she was here with, what's her face, Amanda, I was like, I didn't know how to really connect to them. They didn't really talk about guys. They would just talk about, like, I don't know, who they knew and blah, 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 and inside jokes. And it's kind of like, okay. Feel like if we were talking tarot the whole time we were with them,
Right.
So, and you're like, well, I don't get it. Yeah. I think my favorite tarot card. Oh, what we could do one of the readings for each other like we do on a slow day. We haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah, no.
I feel like it's been weeks, even though it's probably only been like a week. Since we've done a tarot reading for each other.
Oh, wow.
Do you want me to do you one? I could do you one.
Okay.
I got a random generator, so it always randomly. I figure this is a good time to drop it. You guys, I use a specific tarot random generator.
Good time to play with it.
Yeah. Well, and it does show me that you do sometimes get the same cards, even though it's a 70 card deck or whatever. Like, you might get the same card in back to back to back readings. It's just, like whatever comes up, I guess.
Yeah.
And that's a really rare chance. I just had those same two cards, but it's random, so it's not like it's messing up or something. Do you have anything you're thinking about?
No. Just
related stress. I'm actually not. That's why I was like, I'm suggesting it, but it's more because I'm not really worried about it. I'm like, what would I ask Tara right now?
Right. What am I worried about?
I'm not, yeah. Okay, I guess. No, I already asked about what will it be like if I go back kind of question. I'm feeling more open because no matter where we go in life, we're gonna try to find whatever works, in a situation. It's like you just gotta like hustle like we're doing.
Yeah.
Hustling. All right, you people. Donation accepted. Any donation. 1 cent, $1, 5 cents. 50 cents.
50.
25 cents. Tip us like you would your waitress. Okay, I'll think of one. Let me think. I'll do one and then you can think of one. Or you can do one first if you think of it. I'm trying to think of a good... Because I probably won't think to do a reading for the next bit either.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I have it. Because this is like my last, I'm kind of halfway through my journey here with family. And I've had, honestly, a better time than a lot of times I do. I think it's because I've been kind of like focusing on my own development more, not like getting caught up and, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, I guess my question would be, what do the cards say about my family or about life in Harrisonburg?
Okay.
Oops, I shouldn't say that. Life in, life, how is life over here? I'll say East Coast life. What do the cards speak to me on that level? I'm connecting to my old roots,
Right.
kind of thing. So I'm trying to like figure out like what messages or things I should be aware of. And a lot of it might just hit me sometimes, but like it's funny when I actually see people I recognize. Like I think I mentioned Diego. Not the Diego Hargrave, but Diego Joey's Diego. I haven't seen that many people I know. I think I saw John Harrison. He's in the grade below us.
All right. Are you ready for this?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay. I'm going to pull you some oracle cards too.
Okay.
But what's
I love oracle.
what's coming out is saying you got the 3 of Cups, 7 of Cups, and 7 of Pentacles. The 3 of Cups saying that you're spending time with friends. Okay. And when it comes to family, it's talking about building friendships with your family as well.
Oh, I like that.
Okay. The 7 of Cups talks about kind of disillusionment, right? Which you were in a state of disillusionment before you came here. So basically, you being in Harrisonburg, you can get your mind right and focus on yourself emotionally.
It always feels like when I'm back, whenever, like, honestly, I'm much better able to be, like, it's not just in a relation, but like in a friendship, even like I'm more myself. I become myself whenever I'm with family. Even talking to you, you know me so much more than anyone in, like a casino, like you know me a week. You get what I'm saying? And then it's like, I'm talking to them and I realize that sometimes people don't know who you are,
Right.
And so it's like you're just traveling through the universe.
The Seven of Pentacles says that Harrisonburg is good for you in a sense that you'll be able to figure out what you want in terms of your finances. And that's the
Yes.
advice for you as well, is kind of take time and think about what you want to do financially. Hi, Ruby.
Yeah.
We're not doing free readings today, but if you donate any amount, we will read for you. You could go to PayPal
Any amount.
or Cash App.
Yes. Like Becky's saying, any amount. It was a really good idea she had, because basically it's not that hard to go on PayPal or Cash App. Cash App you can download in a minute. PayPal you can get in a few minutes. I mean, all you need is a bank account. Link it to your bank account, and
Yeah, I like PayPal.
That being said, my bank wasn't on.
Much,
my Washington one wasn't on there. Now my Harrisonburg one. Wait a second. I just need to figure out my password. It was a really annoying thing. I've been trying to link my local one to it, but.
All right, are you ready for your oracle card?
Oh yes.
Okay, you got love.
Oh my gosh. What does that one mean?
And it says, you are worthy and deserving of love. Love may be entering your life soon.
Yeah, I like that.
If you've had a rough time lately, if someone has convinced you that you are unlovable, your spirit guides are here to say that isn't true. You are so worthy of love, and it will come sooner than you realize.
I love that card. What deck is that, Becky? I like your oracle deck.
I made it.
You made it?
Yeah,
How do you make that card?
I'll put it on the screen. I looked it up online. There was like a website I went to, and I made a little oracle deck of 25 cards.
Oh, I would love that. Yeah, I would love to do a personalized deck.
Do you see them? I put them on the screen.
Well, because I felt like that really spoke to me. So that, like, I feel like when you're doing it personalized, you could probably make, more, it's not just personalized, but like things that you think matter more,
Yeah.
Kind of like when you come across a bunch of quotes and some really stand out.
Well, I made it all, like I just made it up in my head.
Yeah, I mean, I can feel that. That's a really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they have little tigers on them. You see the tigers?
That was why I said to you that like, it's like do as I say, not as I do a bit. But whenever you're dating or not even looking for whenever you're focusing more on yourself, like, and not completely invested in people as much, I feel like you have just more energy. Caregiving, an example is like caregiving just takes so much out of a person.
Right.
Even when I was back here, I didn't ever connect to you on the level that I needed to be connecting. You understand? And it was because back then I was more friends with like Cassie too, but I feel like maybe I would have been a little bit. That was the other thing with her whole judgment of me. Like, I was seeing my grandma. I was here for like a couple weeks. I didn't have that much time, like to kind of like plan things around her schedule,
Right.
And it's a little bit self-centered to just kind of think she can come over to my place and I'm going to just be all ready for her, Like, I don't know. It's just like, I would never put that, like, shoe on the other foot, right? I would never do that at her place. I would never do that at your place. You know what I'm saying? I would never be like, well, why did you have so-and-so who I don't like at your place, Becky? That was just uncalled for,
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk to you for a year, Becky.
Are you on the bad phone?
What?
Are you on the shitty phone?
Oh, maybe. I should maybe. Let me try speaker.
Yeah, actually,
that-
you sound a little bit better. You were just kind of muffled. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, and sometimes if I'm talking with the other one, it might echo or something. So everyone here, we are doing free, not free today. Donation of any amount. 1 cent basically is free though, so like it's just a matter of going on Cash App or PayPal. We're not going to be like, oh, you donated 1 cent, you can't get a reading. I mean, please make it more than 1 cent, but you get the idea. Like we're not looking for a crazy ton of money here. We're just trying to do readings. The power of free is amazing. I get it, but come on. Do you have any questions, Becky?
Yeah, advice on healing.
Advice on healing. I like that. That's a good question. I feel like I could use it too. Advice on healing. Anything in particular?
Hi,
you don't
Jane.
Have to share too much, so I can direct the reading.
We'll just see what comes up and do your best.
Okay.
Jane, we're doing any donation amount gets you a reading.
Yeah.
So you could go to PayPal or Cash App. And once you donated, let us know and we'll do your reading.
Cash App is an easy app on your phone, takes just a minute. And if you subscribe, we do different days. So some days we have set donation amounts, but today is the low as can be. We're not asking, $10. We're just saying, whatever you can donate as you will.
Yeah.
It's very easy too. And then you just come back and we do different things each day. Some days we might do 2 for $5. Some days we might do $5. Some days we might do donation any amount. So today's the donation any amount day, and trying to be as open as possible, everyone. Yeah. Okay, general healing. I did it. I just didn't. Okay, sorry. I'm going to do 3 cards. Is that okay?
Yeah.
You want more? Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Less is more, but at the same time, when it's like 1 card, it's like, okay, that's great. I could have just picked anything. But, like, when I can't even, cover 7 cards. Unless it's, you're asking about someone in specific, then I could go, okay, well, this person. Okay. 9 of Swords. I did past, present, future, too, but I'd say generally just kind of look at the general trend here. So 9 of Swords shows worry, anxiety, insomnia, repressed thoughts. And it's interesting that's kind of in your past position more. So it kind of shows that you're coming from a lot of, we're both coming from a lot of anxious anxiety. I used to have a lot of social anxiety, so I get that.
And that makes sense too, because my PTSD comes from my past.
Yeah, repressed thoughts, and I don't have PTSD, but I have definitely triggering situations. That's one reason I don't like casual sex. It's just because it can be somewhat triggering if you meet someone that's not respectful,
Mm-hmm.
an abusive type of person. Which actually, casual sex, I feel like attracts a lot more like bad guys. It's not like a bad guy is like, oh, let's have a great relationship where I love and care about someone. I mean, sometimes they do, but generally they just want to, stick it and leave.
Basically.
You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. You may be having nightmares or trouble sleeping because of thoughts racing. Or even just even if you can sleep, it's just kind of general, trouble settling down, anxious. So, because that, you often maybe not even aware on a day that you're more anxious.
Yeah.
Just in your head, you're like, oh, this is a stressful day. Sometimes when we don't deal with the situation, it haunts us. Worrying is pointless. Start confronting our worries and fears. Start taking steps to solve your problems. I was going to commend you for asking for reading on healing, Becky, because it's almost like I'm afraid to sometimes address my things. I just kind of went, oh, can I just do a general thing? Let's not go there, you know? So it's good. You're addressing it. This is a good sign. Keep doing what you're doing. Write in a journal. Talk to someone. Open up. Lean on me when you're not strong on bad days. I know I did last year, so I feel like last year you got 3 years worth because of last year for me. Because I'm not. That's never gonna happen again. I'm never gonna like have all that nonsense. And you were definitely a good listener. Start taking better care of your health. Do something. It says if you start facing, the more you start facing your problems, the more you move out of the mental ordeal. If you continue to ignore your doubts and fears, they will continue to haunt you in the back of your head. So the more you can work through emotionally, whatever you need to work through, that's good, you know? So, hey, Miss Princess. We got a couple princesses here, and we would love to give you readings. Any donation amount, not specific. Can be 5 cents, can be 7 cents, can be 20 cents, can be $5, can be $2. Not picky. Ace of Wands. Okay, so this is your current situation, and I really see this as fitting. Because Wands, you said, is passion and optimism, and I was gonna say this really taps into how you get gut senses. You're really good with your gut, and you're like you also have these really good, like, how to put it, eye-opening things sometimes where you just, it's almost like a superpower, right? You know, and I feel like tarot taps into that a lot.
Yeah.
And you're tapping into kind of your it's not just your passions, but your gifts. We used to do, like, on the retreat I used to go to. That's how I know Adriana, was because she, she was spiritually, her dad and my mom had the same, spiritual upbringing. So, like, I went on retreats with her. And that's one reason I have a lot of respect for Adriana, because she's just more in touch with herself. She's more, it's not all about, even if she's got issues, she's trying to work on herself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that I have a lot of respect for, as opposed to people that just like, oh, I'm a person? What? So, so, like, I don't know. I was gonna say that, like, I feel like you're really tapping in it. I feel like I'm doing better now, but I feel like I'm still working through. I'm still getting to the point where I'm looking at things head on, but I'm definitely steps closer to that. But I really feel, because it's talking. The Ace of Wands is a really optimistic kind of inspiration, birth energy card. I think of it as like the real sign of a new inspiration. So you might be in an inspirational time. You're getting your career goals lined up, and says now is your chance to be courageous. So if you're thinking more career-minded, it says look for opportunities. And if you're being more love-minded, think of passion, excitement, and fun. But with all aces, this is a new opportunity that must be grasped. By the way, I'm giving you a really good reading. I'm trying to do a really good job on you because I feel like this has helped me. And each time I do a reading while we're doing this next bit, I want to try to give back what you've given me. You're sweet.
Well, thank you.
Becky. I brag about people I love.
I brag about people I love.
My parents are perfect. I'm like, Becky is the best. You guys should be more like Becky.
Yeah, people should be more like Becky, damn it.
Right? Also, Kate came up interested in that one, seed to be nurtured and self-image stuff. And I was going to say that I feel you have a lot when you realize how much you have, you in particular, like you're just so great. Like I wouldn't even begin to talk, the high school graduate reunion thing. I would not even ever do that because it just terrifies me, even just talking to some of them again. So it's like, that's a brave thing. You have a lot of courage in you, and I don't know. I just see that in you, that like you try to make me more, you probably rub off on me in that way. And that's a good thing because I need it. I've needed it in the last few years, especially. I haven't gotten here just like, oh, so like, okay.
Yeah.
I instantly know how to do makeup. I instantly knew, I still couldn't do hair if it, looked at me in the face, So, fix the puddle. Cold. But I do want to stay as long as possible, and I really am trying to do that. That's been a big goal of mine because I feel like we've had a real solid friend, like in the reading, friend connection that honestly I would choose you over 7 friends. Like what I mean, line up 7 people from high school. Pick a 7, any 7.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I can get good things from them. I'm just saying like you're just really awesome.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah, I mean that.
Same. I'm so sick of backstabbers and just
So
shitty people.
Yeah.
And you have nothing but nice things to say to me. And I'm not used to that. Like, I'm seriously not used to that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'm not used to people that like actually want to like engage emotionally. I feel like that's a big part of my life that like I wish I had more good girlfriends. It's like everyone's like, where are all the good guys? Where are all the good girls? Everyone's like, oh, girls are so nice. Yeah, but girls can be very mean too. Like I've had some mean girls and I've had some nice girls, but I've had both, I haven't had, it's not just been like a ton of friends talking to me,
Right.
So it's been kind of eye-opening to me, that side of it, because society would be like, oh, girl power, every girl's awesome, or something. But no, that's not completely true in any stretch of the imagination. So, yeah. I mean, I had some kind of bad environment, but even at some other jobs I worked, there were, I had good ones, bad ones,
Hey, Sophie.
Hey, welcome back.
I subscribed to her channel and she subscribed to ours.
Yes. We're not all on all the time, but I'm glad you subscribed, Becky, to her. We're trying to get subscribers, and that's the way to always stay locked into us. We do it a few times a week. Becky's the best, the bomb diggity. And I'm finishing up her tarot reading, so if you guys go on Cash App or PayPal, You're at the front of the line right now. And Becky, your last one. So this is what to think about in the future. I'd say this is coming. It's not going to be the immediate. The other two are more, well, the past two shouldn't really, we're trying to move past that too. But Six of Pentacles shows financial flow. So you may not be feeling financially flowing right now.
Right.
It's coming. It's coming. If you put in the work, if you follow your heart, follow your passion. I do like the idea of making changes now to change the future, because I think a lot of us, it's like, I'm not like criticizing, but it's just a human tendency. We all want to win the lottery, but we don't want to put in the work.
Right.
You know? That sort of thing. We all want roses and, but if we work on ourselves more, we would find that. And I do that. I know I do this. It's like, I want to put I just want, my dream and not have, be putting the steps in. But this is basically in the future position. It's really cool because I think like this is a basic human want to have enough to be sustainable. And I think you're getting there. I don't know. I think it's a work in progress. And I think a lot of us have probably, crashed with friends, taken out loans, cut back right now because it's just been like, okay, well, now's the time to do that. We're all getting unemployment. None of us, I'm not getting unemployment, but, we're all like,
yeah,
we're all trying to like make it through the time.
And you said this is a Six of Pentacles?
Six of Pentacles, yeah.
That's also a good thing about like thinking about give and take. Like, are you giving more than you're getting, kind of thing?
Yeah. Yep.
So,
and that connects to what we're doing. We're trying to move toward. We've been doing the free tarot, everyone, for like a month now. The last couple times we've been trying to do donations. That way, it just helps us feel more. I mean, we're not making a ton on this. We're just trying to make it worth our while. We're putting in hours to try to help everyone. And I feel like a lot of people get stuff from this. So you go on PayPal or Cash App. It's kind of like when you're giving too much also, and you feel like it takes not too much of your time, but too much of your mental energy. Like when we have a lineup of 7 people, I'm like, this is like I'm working.
yeah, it was getting overwhelming. Like Sophie was the one. When I went to her stream, she just picked people randomly, and she was saying like doing the lists made her anxious. So that's where I got that from, because when we were being hit by the free readings,
like 13, 14 people, like, hey, where's my reading? I want my reading.
Well, people were, they were getting aggressive about it, and it was just like, wow.
Remember that sweet guy we had too? It was like, finally someone sweet. That one that was like, oh, she can go first. I was like, gosh, there's a gentleman in these days. What? Like, because everyone's, I mean, me, and then it was like, okay, wow, people can be nice, I was surprising. It's a breath of fresh air. But, and that's what we're trying to do as low as possible, because I'm sure there's people out there that don't want to get $20 tarot reading, but would just like a simple basic reading for a donation. And that's what we're trying to do here. I'm trying to keep that going. I think we should keep that going as much as we can. Have basic pricing, not,
Oh, yeah.
I don't think anyone would pay for 20. I mean, I guess people do, but.
Well, there are some people on here who.
If they get the channel going.
Do that.
I guess if you get it going, that's what we're trying to get towards, though, is we're trying to make it more of a financial flow thing. Maybe not full time, but a gig.
Yeah.
But it's for fun too. We just like coming on here and talking. But give and take is very big. And I think you're a definite giver. You've always been with me. And one thing you realize, Becky, you point out that you're hard on yourself, which can be really good. It can be a really good strength because people that aren't hard on themselves, I think tend to like never work on anything. But but to the point where it's like you have so much, you have so much love to give. You're a really giving person. People that aren't giving can't be in relationships, friendships, whatever,
Right.
It's all about them. They want to do what they want and they want to do it now. And my dad can be like that, right? He wants what he wants and he wants to do it whenever he wants to do it. I mean, and we have that some, like I know I can be scheduling weird sometimes, but like, I mean, like, I'm not saying the rest of my family's perfect in that way, but my dad really stands out in that way, where it's all about him. He can't work on fit into anyone else's schedule. And I've always tried to be a little more flexible than him, like try to be more like mom in that way. And anyway, I was just going to say that about you is that you're a flexible person, and that in and of itself makes you a very good friend and a very good life partner, because that would be what I think being a team's all about. It's about giving and taking and not just taking. And usually that's the beginning of the end of relationships, when someone's like, oh, it's all about me, it's all about my job, it's all about with Mike, it was all about her horse. He used to tell me how she was just obsessed with her horse, and then the horse kind of replaced him.
Well, that's how it was with Chris and his mom. It's like it was all about them and their problems and their needs.
I see. The more you taught me about his mom, it's like, why is she even at the center? She should not be like such a pivotal. Like, she should be past him. Like, you raised him, now let him fly. Like,
right.
I hate to say this, but like, how old is he? Like, it's time to grow up, Chris. Go for your dreams. I know he has mental health stuff now, but I'm saying, like, before that, like, it's like there was that time period to just shut your. I do it too, though. I find it hard at times to put up boundaries, right? But yeah, no, the Indian guy was like that too, so I can relate to that, Becky. Like, sometimes parent figures can be overwhelming, but to that level, like, come on, where she's weighing in on your romance and to you and stuff.
Yeah, and like being controlling over me and Chris's relationship.
No, that's entirely ridiculous. She should know her place, and she should know. And her place is to be a parent. And her place is, yeah, you might have concerns, but you let them play. It's not like you go to all the kids on the play box and say, hey, you can't be friends with my son. No, that's entirely ridiculous, I find. So, yeah. I mean, if he was 5, that would be one thing, but he's not 5 years old, too. Like, come on.
Right.
At some point. So I know my parents probably sheltered me more when I was younger. And then it's like, okay, you grow up, go through teenage. So I think what we went through in school made us stronger. I'd like to think that the suffering was not in vain. each lesson was it made us see the world a little differently. I know I'm going to see it always through the eyes of the underdog more, or I'm gonna feel people's pain, oppression, and kind of like feeling like kicked down. I'm not gonna be the bully.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna be comfortable being a bully ever.